He's a part-time worker, a cheerleader, an international student, and a part of the collegiate staff. I'm talking about the 2008 Homecoming King. Bir Vidal is a junior here at Cameron. We take a look at his accomplishments since he's been in the U.S. Bir Vidal, an international student from Brazil, is making his mark here on campus. Following in his brother's footsteps, he came to Cameron to earn a degree in communication.
The concentration is journalism, but I have some radio and TV.
The difference in the procedures to go to college in Brazil is what made him choose Cameron University.
In Brazil, public universities, the government pays for everything, so you don't have to pay for tuition or fees. If you're not top 50 or top 100, you don't get in the university.
Vidal stays busy and is interested in investigative journalism. Even though his degree will be in communications, he will return to Brazil to fulfill a new dream he discovered here at Cameron.
Once I leave the United States, I'm going to go back to Brazil and go to law school.
Since he's been in the U.S., he has also discovered the King, also known as Elvis. Vidal has become a huge fan of the rock and roll star, and one thing they share in common, their title. This year, Vidal became the Cameron University's Homecoming King.
We had this whole thing that it was really important for us, for me and Sunila, to win this year.
He actually received the crown from his brother, who was the last year's king. Vidal has stayed focused on family, school, cheerleading, his work-study job, and the collegian. And if that wasn't enough, he was also the school mascot.
I was a mascot for maybe a year and a half.
His favorite thing about Cameron University is definitely not the weather.
At Cameron, you can see the diversity of people. And that's just amazing for me because you can see a lot of international students from different places.
Although he plans on going back to Brazil after graduation, he will not forget all of his accomplishments he has fulfilled here at Cameron.
Most ideas you hear circulating in the weight room have about as much scientific fact as saying the world is flat. Brock Bodie shares some of these myths and truths in today's installments of Getting You in Shape.
When you're lifting, it's important that you know the truth. For instance, some people think lactic acid causes muscle fatigue. This was based on research conducted nearly 100 years ago on frog muscles. The research basically says lactic acid levels within muscles will increase with fatigue. The truth is lactic acid increases with fatigue because it's fueling your muscles' contractions. It causes the painful burning sensation in your muscles that make you want to stop lifting, but your liver is also converting lactic acid into more energy. So it's actually helping to offset your fatigue. Another myth is that the more calories and fat you burn, the more lean you will get. People think doing countless reps will build the lean body they are looking for, when really they're basically burning calories and not building muscle. Bodybuilders always accompany this kind of training with a low-carb, calorie-restricted diet. This is what accounts for their rapid fat loss. A toned appearance is dependent on your level of body fat and muscle development. In other words, to see more tone, you need to get bigger muscles and lose the flab. 1. The last misconception is that you need to shock your muscles to make gains. Switching up exercises, sets, and reps is one thing, but purposely overloading your nervous system will lead to overtraining and injury, not muscle gains. Your muscles operate under the law of science, not trickery. Making gains is a simple matter of outdoing your previous workout.
Once you perform one more rep or lift one extra pound the next week, that's when you've achieved progressive overload. Keeping you in shape, I'm Brock Bodie, reporting for CUTV News.
Where do you get your news? It might be the newspaper, TV, radio, or even the internet. Melissa Londeray explains how media convergence brings these different sources together.
College students and younger are considered the product of an internet generation. More and more students and people in general are turning to the internet to get their news. Assistant Professor and Collegiate Advisor Dr. Keller is presenting a convergence course to the Curriculum Committee this year. Dr. Keller says knowing all three mediums could be beneficial for communication students.
Meaning reporters who work in print-based publications, reporters that work in television and radio, doing different types of medium are coming together and becoming, a jack of all trades.
Dr. Keller feels the internet is the great defining feature of convergence.
All of your converged products, text, pictures, video, radio, all of that together, using the internet and using web-based tools to disseminate your information.
Examples of media that are using convergence is the local television station KSWO. Their website has links to headline stories in either video or written formats. The Daily Oklahoman's website, newsok.com, creates short videos that tell top stories. Even the Cameron Collegian is working on a converged website. Dr. Keller is excited at having the opportunity to teach convergence academically.
I'm seeing what works and what doesn't work. This semester, we started off with a very philosophical foundation over what convergence means, how it's affecting our society.
Students will be learning bits of web design, how to write for the web, and video editing. Dr. Keller's hope is to get the course into the books and to teach it every semester. For CUTV, I'm Melissa Landre.
Dan Hyde's here again with our movie review. He's going to talk about Semi-Pro, which I actually think is a documentary about the creation of the alley-oop.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
Will Ferrell's Jackie Moon in the story about an owner/player/promoter in the ABA. He's all those things.
Oh yeah, he was a one-man show. In this clip, Jackie Moon fights a bear to help promote the Flint Tropics. Watch as Ferrell unleashes the crazy fists.
Come on, David. You're just nothing but a dumb bear. Smack, smack. Yeah. Crazy fist. Come in with crazy fist. Huh? This is fine. He's not doing anything. Flint, can you dig it? Jackie Moon! Flint!
I give Semi-Pro a B+ for putting together a semi-professional, hilarious movie.
You know, Woody Harrelson plays such a natural role for him, playing another basketball role, just like he did in White Man Can't Jump. And I was waiting for something like that.
Yeah, I was hoping he would maybe dunk in this movie, get one of those alley-oops, but he never did.
So do you think alley-oops shouldn't be fair now, like in the movie?
No, I think they should be the perfect move, because without the alley-oop, what's basketball? It's just a boring game of throwing the ball in the hoop.
That's all the time we have for today. Remember, CUTV is now on YouTube. Just type in CUInternetTV with no spaces
No space.
in your search engine. You can watch our show as well as the Film Geek Show. We'll see you next time.